Hello, everyone. We're just going to review going through a room condition form. We're going to do the common since that one is going to be one of the more involved forms. It has apartments and everything. Um, so I'm just going to start by putting in my name as the RA to check the space. Going to pick a room in the commons. I'm just going to make up a room here. This is not, you know, exactly for Canon 101. And I'm going to pretend that this is an apartment again, just so we can go through the steps for everything. So again, for each item, you're going to see three options: acceptable, repair slash replace, or NA, uh, as in not applicable. So for each item, you have to determine whether it's acceptable or needs repair or replace, or if it's not in that space, and you'll just put NA. And if for any items where it says if you select repair or replace, then we'll just want you to put a description of the damage and upload a photo in the applicable section for that area. So again, for common area damage, specifically, if you said repair or replace for anything in the common area, like I said here, the ceiling. So I will need to put a description in here, and I'll say ceiling stain in corner, and then I'll want to upload a picture there. And you can upload up to 10 files for every upload file section. And then I'll click next. And then we'll go through the same thing in the kitchen, acceptable for everything. Maybe there's a hole in the wall. Um, maybe you know, well, this is a full apartment, so it would have an oven. But if this was a suite, for example, you would put NA for oven. And then we'll just maybe there's a door missing on the pantry there. So I'll say pantry, door missing. And then again, I would want to upload a photo here. And then we're going to do the same thing for a bedroom. And in the bedrooms, you'll notice there's a note here. And the note is only on bedroom A for every area. But you'll notice it says furniture number one starts on the left, and then you rotate clockwise. So A1 would be the first set of furniture in the A room. B1 would be the first set of furniture in the B room, etc. So you'll see here dresser one. So that'll be the first dresser on the left side as soon as you walk into the room. Dresser two will be on the right side, or rotating, clockwise if this is a triple, or if there's more than two sets of furniture there. And then you can say, is there a second bedroom in the space? For this example, there is. So then it'll bring up bedroom B. And again, I will make all of these required. They're not required now, just so we can review the RCF. And if there's any damage, you'll want to enter that here. Is there a third bedroom? Yes. And just so you can see, if we were to say no to a third bedroom, then it would take me straight to the bathroom option. But we're going to say yes because we're going to pretend this is a four-bedroom apartment. Bedroom C here, and as you can see, there is no options for desk two, bed two, anything like that. Because if you're by the time you're in bedroom C, then this means that this is a three or at least four-bedroom suite or apartment. In which either case, there would only be one set of furniture in either of those rooms. Is there a fourth bedroom? We're going to say yes. Go through all the options, and then next. Now we're on to the bathroom. Yes, there's a bathroom. We're going to make sure we select um, acceptable or repair slash replace or NA for all of the options. Uploading our damages and any photos. I'm going to say no, but typically, if this was a four-bedroom apartment, for example, there would be a second bathroom. And then this is the final point here. For every single RCF, we'll ask you this as the last few questions. Was a resident present for checkout? If you say no, then you would go to the final submit page. If you say yes, then it will populate with a drop down for you to enter, or it will populate with a space for you to enter the resident's name. I'll say resident, and then resident noted the ceiling was stained before move-in. And again, if there's you can write whatever the resident says, write it here, and then the area coordinators and housing officer will review these. So if the resident is there, whatever comments they give you, this is where you put those comments. And then again, you want to make sure you're all set to submit. If you are, just submit, and then you can click right there to keep it rolling for the next one. If you guys have any questions about these, please email us. Again, residentslife@villanova.edu. Or you can send me a message directly, skylar.morton@villanova.edu, and we'll get your questions answered. But for the most part, it's a pretty straightforward process to complete a room condition form. And if you're in an area that does not have, common areas within the space, then we won't include that. Same for bathrooms and kitchens. All right. Thanks, everyone.